As independent artists, we live off of our loyal supporters, our followers, our fan base. Without them, we basically be out of a job, okay? We need a fan base to sell music, sell merchandise, get gigs, raise money for our projects, and do whatever it is we're trying to do to make money as musicians. So it's imperative to build a fan base, and not just any fan base. It's imperative to build a fan base of loyal followers and supporters. And since we don't typically have a lot of resources, we really need to target our efforts to reach our most ideal fans, the people who are going to most likely like our music and relate to us as artists, as individuals, and to relate to our brand. And that's why it's important to target and identify your ideal fans. Hi, I'm Anitra J from the Crafty Musician blog. I post weekly videos right here on YouTube helping musicians build a fan base and make money with music. Today we're going to talk about how as musicians we can target and identify our ideal fans, market to them, and be effective in our promotions. If you want to learn more DIY hacks for your music career, subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to be personally notified every time we upload a new video. So today's video is going to be a bit different. We are going to be working together, okay? This is a working session. So if you don't already have the ideal fan finding worksheet, go ahead and pause this video and download it now. I will leave a link in the description box so that you can go and get this worksheet. And once you have it, come back and we are going to be working together. Let's get to work. Hey guys, so Sweet Potato had a lot she wanted to get off her chest during this video recording session, so you will be hearing a little bit from her just to give you a heads up. Hashtag mom life, hashtag working moms. So here is the fan finding worksheet. When you first download it, make sure to go to File, make a copy, and save it to your drive, or if you don't have Google, download it as a Microsoft Excel worksheet, so that way you can get in there and edit and do whatever you want to do to the worksheet without having to request access. Then the first sheet is the info sheet. This tells you what all is available. You can go to these other links to find out more information about building a fan base, and I've got some related topics and things down here. Next, we're going to click on the Identify Your Ideal Fan Target Market tab. This is where we're going to be doing most of our work. Okay, so the first part of this worksheet is discover your ideal fan by first discovering yourself. This first section is designed to remind you who you are as a musician and to keep in mind all of your values and your mission and purpose as a musician as you're going through defining your ideal fans, because generally your ideal fans will be other variations and versions of you, because you are in your music. Your identity, your brand, your messaging, your values are wrapped in your music, and so your fans are going to be they're going to have similar values, similar hobbies, similar interests as you, because they are variations of you. That's a little bit of psychology for today. So let's go through this. I'm going to use myself as an example. So my music genre is R&B, soul, pop, acoustic, jazzy. Okay, similar artists who sound like me: Adele, Erykah Badu, India Arie, Chrisette Michele, Kelly Clarkson. Okay, those are similar artists who have similar sounds as I do. My hobbies and interests, let's see, that can run the gamut. So let's see, relaxing, reading books. Um, Reading books, I can put the particular books that I like, and I suggest that when you're going through this to be as specific as possible. And I'm just kind of being general for the sake of this exercise to help us to kind of get through this worksheet. So relaxing, reading books, listening to music. I like nature. I like outdoor activities. Um, Things like that. So yeah, so you could use all of these columns to add in, categorize your hobbies and include them all here, and your interests, include them all here. My mission statement, I have a few mission statements. I focused on sharing the love of Christ through music. And as we get down in the bottom to the bottom sections, this is all going to start to make sense. But as for right now, let's just fill this stuff in. Fill this in with your mission statement. So my other mission statement is to help inspire people to become more self-aware, build self-confidence, and be the most authentic version of themselves. Follow their passions and be the most authentic version of themselves. Now, I do have a worksheet. If you've been following along with me for a while, you know how important it is to create a mission statement and to set your intention and purpose as a musician. These are going to be your foundational principles as to why you are a musician in the first place. It's going to help you get through tough times, adverse situations. It's also going to help you to target and identify the best opportunities and the best business ventures for you to pursue as a musician. So putting together your mission statement is very important. If you haven't done that already, I do have a mission statement worksheet that can help you to go through and build a custom mission statement for yourself. And I will leave a link to that down below in the description box. So if you don't have that put together, then that's something that you should do. Also, I do have a creating and defining your value statement as a musician, and I will leave a link to that worksheet as well. So my core values and beliefs: I am a follower of Christ. So that's my main intent, and I have a faith-based perspective, and that's how I write my music, and that's where I kind of come from with who I am as an artist, and I share a lot of biblical principles, so that's a big thing for me. And if you are an atheist, if you don't believe in God, you are of course welcome here. I am not discriminatory. Whoever wants to be a part of this community, whatever beliefs you have, you are welcome. Everyone is welcome here. So I just wanted to share that. But as far as my beliefs, I am a follower of Christ, and that's a big part of my brand as a musician. Your brand could be Buddhism, or did I say that right? Buddhism. Your brand could involve other principles, like let's say you're an atheist and you don't believe there is a God, and that's a part of your brand. You would put that there. Or you don't even want to include any type of faith. Your beliefs revolve around new ageism or your beliefs are just, I just want to be a good person. I'm a good person. We all are our own gods. We're our own creators. This section is where you would put all of that stuff. So I'm a follower of Christ. My other beliefs are women's issues and empowerment, harmony, peace, self power, what is it? Autonomy and personal power. Okay, so those are some of my core values and beliefs, and that's where I operate from when I'm creating music. So whatever you operate from, whatever your foundational belief system, your values, that's what you would put here. This last part, what is my music message, is basically a succinct version of your mission statement and your value. So I have, for example, you would say my music inspires people to. So for myself, I would say that my music inspires people to design a life of purpose, passion, and to be empowered. Okay, so now it's your turn. Go through and fill this out for yourself. And like I said before, this is going to give you a reminder of who you are as a musician, remind yourself of your brand and your overall message as an artist. So let's go down to the second part of this section. We are going to describe the benefits of your music. I have here sample benefits include feeling of euphoria, relaxation, feeling trippy, music you can dance to. Those are example benefits of your music. The reason why we're scripting out benefits is to help you to kind of start formulating what your marketing message is going to be. So this is coming from the top section. You're going to pull just elements and principles from this top section. So for example, benefit one, is listening to my music will help people to relax and meditate. Kind of have a jazzy, upbeat but jazzy, soulful vibe. So it kind of helps you to kind of get into your feelings and think about your feelings and to kind of process stuff. A lot of people come and tell me that your music helps me to get through difficult times in my life. So that's another benefit is help you to process unresolved feelings. Okay, another benefit is to help brighten people's day. And so as you go through this section, think about what your music does for the listener. And go ahead and start writing these things down. You have space to write 4 benefits, but you can always go through and add more rows if you have more than 4 benefits. The more benefits you can come up with, the better. And like I said, this is going to give you a basis to formulate your marketing messages. So how you would apply this in the future. Let's say you are doing a show and you want to put some information on a flyer, or you're writing up a quick little synopsis of the show for people to attract people to come. You can use these lists of benefits to help to incentivize people to come to your show. If you want to brighten your day, if you want to relax and meditate, come to this show tonight. It's going to help you to do just that. Or music that relaxes the soul, right? So these are things that you can use to help attract and incentivize people to listen to your music or to come to a show. Gives the people a why, right? A why they need to come and listen to this particular song. So writing down these benefits can help you to start thinking in that direction. All right, so let's scroll down to part 2, discover your ideal fan. And as you can see, I've got a list of questions categorized by demographics, pain points, recreation. We're going to go through and fill these out. Now, I'm going to skip some just for the sake of this exercise, but as you get time, I suggest that you fill all of these sections out so that you can get an understanding, a full understanding of who your fans are. I have here profile 1, profile 2, 3, and 4, but you can have more profiles. Think of a profile as an avatar. So a profile is a description of a specific fan, a specific fan type. So an avatar is something that you build that is a representation of your fan. So the profile 1 is the avatar. I'm gonna call profile 1 a natural sister. Okay, so I have an album called Crown and Glory. It is an album about hair. The whole entire album is about hair. And believe it or not, this is a big deal with people who look like me. We have been conditioned to believe that we have to put chemicals in our hair and wear our hair a certain way in order to be accepted in society. But there is a movement now where we are no longer putting chemicals in our hair, and we are being ourselves and wearing our hair big and curly and feeling empowered by that. Like I said, my music is to help people feel empowered and become the most authentic self that they can be. So the natural sister is one of my avatars. That is one of my niches. So I'm gonna go with that first, and we're gonna go through this and I'll show you an example of how you would fill this out. Describe in a few words, my fans are people who relate to my brand of music. So I've already described that. So I'm just going to put here women who wear their hair naturally. Okay. So as you go through, you're going to answer these questions. Now, you may not know the answers to these questions. What you're going to do is look at who's already listening to your music, who you've talked to, think back on conversations you had, and start to build this avatar based on the things that you already know. And if you don't know, make your best guess. Okay, so this is a framework from where you're going to build your knowledge base and build your research. And once you start to get to know your fans more, then you'll have more detailed information, more correct information. But for now, if you don't know the answers to these questions, you're going to make your best guess. So I'm going to skip through, but like I said, I want you to go through and answer all of these questions. So work status, they are career oriented. They are professionals. Family status, they are mothers, daughters, they come from a big family. Okay. Ethnic background, these are Black women. Political affiliations, mainly Democrats. Interests and hobbies are natural hair products, hair health, skin health, fitness, interests and hobbies. So you're going to go through and think of everyone in this avatar, the natural sister. You're going to think about what their interests and hobbies are and just list them all. Everything you can think of, you're going to list them all. Okay, so let me close this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm just kind of skipping through, but like I said, you're going to fill all these out. What problems are they constantly having to solve? Well, a big problem is hair maintenance. How to define curls. Another problem is figuring out financial issues, family life, conflicts, building a career. Okay, so those are some problems, life challenges. Learning how to find your voice. Fears. Oh, got $10. Fears. Not becoming a whole person. Not being present in their lives. Not going to heaven. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I really, it's been a while since I filled this out for myself, so I don't remember what my answers are. What do they read? The Bible. They read thrillers, Facebook, the newspaper. Well, the newspaper is kind of obsolete nowadays. They read CNN.com. What websites? You want to think about what websites they go on. You want to think about what social media platforms they're on. And I think I might have that all down here. What type of media do they enjoy? Tyler Perry. So, we want to think about what movies they like, what kind of music they like, where they listen to their music, what YouTube channels they watch. Building this out, as you build this out, think about things that they do, where they go, what they like, and start thinking about how you can market to them. Where you can go, where you can place your music to appeal to them, places that they are going to be. And part 3 is discovering effective ways to promote to your ideal fans. So local meetup groups, natural hair groups, health and fitness groups, professional organizations. Yeah, so here I have social media networks or groups: Instagram, Facebook. A lot of my fans are on YouTube. I found I spend a lot of time on YouTube. They watch Judge Mathis. We have a lot of similar likes as far as YouTube personalities that we like. So I've met a lot of people just kind of watching YouTube and commenting on there. I noticed that a lot of people go to my YouTube channel if I make a comment. That's a great marketing option, by the way. A marketing strategy is to go on YouTube channels that where your fans frequent and start commenting. And when people see that you have interesting comments, they are gonna go and check your YouTube channel. And there you go, you've marketed and gotten that exposure. Local regional events. Think about parades, think about festivals, think about places where your fans would go. So I have a lot. There are a lot of natural hair conventions, believe it or not. I mean, this whole natural hair thing is huge. So there are a lot of natural hair conventions. Your music might be affiliated. You might be able to find some sort of affiliations with different conventions, like digital conventions, tech conventions, uh, faith-based conventions, or Comic-Con, things like that. If you can list out some of those conventions, you might decide that you want to sponsor something, or you might want to get a booth, or you might want to go to the convention and wear a t-shirt that gives you exposure, things like that. Or you might want to busk at one of these conventions or seminars. So be mindful of things like that as you go through this worksheet. I said down here, YouTube video content creators. I would just go and list all of the YouTube personalities that your fans might frequent and view. List different blogs that your fans might read and other influencers that your fans follow. List all of that here. This last section, part 3, is where you are going to think in more detail about where your fans are and how you can market to them. So, this last section can help you to really create a marketing strategy for deciding how to find your fans, where they are, and how you can market to them. So for example, yeah, I've been given a lot of examples in this video, but for example, if you decide that if you have a lot of blogs that you think your fans follow, you can partner with that blog by writing articles, guest articles, by sponsoring a post, or getting that blog editor to share details about your music, or share you, or be an influencer, do influencer marketing with that blog, doing a giveaways. There are so many ways you can partner with blogs, and blogs are a great way to have a marketing a more affordable marketing strategy, because it's not you're not building it, you're not on TV or trying to do a commercial. It's not huge, right? So you can effectively target a niche market by working with bloggers. So that's an idea for you. So as you go through this worksheet and you build your fan avatars, you could find that you have more than 4 avatars. So, create another column, profile 5. Build as many profiles as you can. The more profiles you have, the more marketing opportunities you can create, the more niches you can create, and the more the broader your horizon can be to get as much exposure as you can. Okay, so spend some time with this worksheet. Fill out the questions, fill out all of the information you can, learn everything you can about your fans, and have fun with it. Okay, so now that we've gone through this exercise, you should have a better idea of who your fans are. So if you haven't taken the time, take some more time to go through this worksheet to identify all of your fan avatars and get to know your fans. This worksheet is going to help you to research your fans, get to know them, get to know their hobbies, their struggles, their likes, their gripes, their affiliations. Researching your fan base is really going to give you a foundation from which you can create effective marketing strategies. So, for example, if you find out that most of your fans tend to congregate on a certain website, a certain forum, or at a certain store, they tend to shop in the same places, they tend to get their music from the same places, they tend to execute their hobbies in the same places, you know exactly where you can market. You know exactly where you can go to market and promote your music in order to reach them. You know what things to say, you know how they think, you know how to create effective content that will be relevant to them on your social media. You know what things to talk about. So this gives you a complete basis from which to create your content strategy, create your marketing programs, create your promotion strategies in order to reach them effectively. If you have any further questions, or if you need help figuring out where to go from here, you need help customizing your specific marketing strategy, go ahead and schedule a free coaching session. If this is your first time talking with me. It is completely free, 30 minutes of strategy and what you can do to take your business to the next level. If you've already talked with me before and you want to schedule a follow-up coaching session, you can do that as well. Let's talk, let's strategize, and let's move you to the next level. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep it crafty. Head on over to thecraftymusician.com for more tips and tricks to level up your music career. Talk to you soon.